Hi guys, so today we are making chicken Divan. Chicken Divan.
No, chicken Divan.
Chicken Divan. It actually was a French dish, so it probably is
Oui,
Divan.
oui, mon chéri.
What brand?
We need Brad on camera, guys.
Alright, so tell them what we need, Caitlin.
Potatoes, broccoli, crackers, chicken, milk, cheese, sour cream, butter, seasonings, sour cream. I think that's all.
Yeah. And we are with the chicken Divan making mashed potatoes as well to put the chicken Divan casserole over top of.
Oh, and so this is our special guest, Courtney. She's out at the Pioneer Center. She, what do you do?
I am the Special Projects and Special Olympics Director.
What she said.
Yes, I do a lot of different things. All the fun stuff.
And she actually, she kind of helped us out with our, the chili vest, so, a little
Which
bit.
by next year, we're doing, and I ain't gonna say we're gonna wipe the floor with people, but we're gonna wipe the floor with some people.
Yes, runner-up was not good enough for us, right?
Yes.
This year, 2023, we're
I want
going
to
to win.
go. I want to go win.
Yeah.
Like, you know, let's change the meat to deer meat.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Dear me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes, okay, so first off, Handi-Capable Kitchen has never used a pressure cooker. And as a guest chef today, I want to teach them something new. So chicken Divan has a special place in my heart. My favorite dish, always asked for it for my birthday parties growing up.
Oh.
It was just that home cooking meal that was very special to me. So we're going to steam broccoli in a pressure cooker. And we are also going to cook our mashed potatoes in one of the other pressure cookers. So these chefs today are going to learn something new. Pressure cookers are one of my favorite kitchen appliance, and I think everybody should own one. And if you own one and you've never opened it, because that's many people, all right, they're like, oh, I have one, but I'm too scared to use it.
See,
Start
that's
easy.
That's my family. So
Yes.
They're scared to.
But
Well, because back in the day, our
Yeah.
grandmas used them, right?
Yeah.
And they get too hot, they pressurize too much, and the lids would fly off of them, and soup would hit the ceiling,
my
right?
mom actually had an instance to where it was her and my mama's mom. They were canning tomatoes,
Yeah.
and it actually blew up in my great grandma's face.
Yeah, I mean, it can be extremely dangerous, but now pressure cookers are electronic. They have a lot of safety features built into them, so it's really hard to blow one up.
I'm gonna ask a dumb question, but
Yeah, no dumb questions here.
on the pressure cookers, the stuff on the like the pan on the inside, it's still like holy crap hot, right?
Absolutely. So everything, when you open the lid of a pressure cooker, everything inside of that pot is extremely hot. And so I'm excited to get, so you guys can see that today, because you're like, when you release steam, or when you release it manually, I mean, it just shoots out of there, and people are so afraid of it, but it's just that pressure coming out of the pot. And you cannot open the lid until that pressure has been released. So very excited to show them some new stuff today. So do you want to?
Yeah, we'll do the.
Yeah. So we're just going to take about 3 cups of broccoli, fresh broccoli crowns, and we're going to put it into the pressure cooker.
Which one? Does it matter?
Yep, we're going to put it into this smaller one, and as you can see, there's a vegetable steamer in here. So we're going to add that broccoli to that bowl.
Okay.
And I did the smaller pot because it doesn't take as much time to pressurize.
Are you
We've got a lot of
gonna
broccoli in here.
Are you gonna shock that after it comes out of the pressure cooker?
No, but after it comes out of the pressure cooker, we want to get it as dry as possible. So we might pat it with some
Now
some paper
it's not
towel.
gonna, like they say, if you over do broccoli or whatever, that if it is real bright and vibrant green when you steam it. Or like put it in and then after you steam it, if it's, the color is dull, that's basically, they say, all the nutrients and everything.
Has come out, and you can actually see if you overcook broccoli, the water will actually be green. So yeah, so you want to, there's a fine line, and especially with pressure cooking, you can completely ruin something by overcooking it.
Yeah.
Most of meals that you do in a pressure cooker, the pot comes to pressure, it seals off, and then you cook the food for a certain amount of time. Broccoli, we actually don't cook any extra.
Yeah.
So you let the pot pressurize and you shut it off.
Oh.
And then we get all that steam out of there as fast as possible and get that broccoli out so it stops cooking. Because
Okay.
yeah, if you put mushy broccoli into a casserole, you're gonna lose all the texture.
Yeah.
You're still gonna have the taste, but it'll be not a very pretty casserole, right? All right, we need 1 cup of water.
Okay.
Would you like me to get that? And then
Yes.
you can pour it in? 1 cup, 8 ounces.
Yes, because we do math here. 1 cup, 8 ounces.
Yep, you just pour it right into a pressure cooker.
Okay.
And so this lid goes on. You have to make sure that the vent is in sealing position, which is up. We are going to pressure cook for 0 minutes. See, if you press up, it will put minutes on it. We're gonna put it at 0, okay?
Okay.
And then you can it'll just start by itself.
Okay.
Once you've done that, it will start. That should take about maybe around 10 minutes to pressurize. So once it says on, beeps like that, you just let it be.
Okay.
It starts heating up, pressurizing, and then this little button, lever thing back here,
Yeah.
once it's pressurized, that will actually lift up and close off the pot,
Oh,
okay? So we will let that cook.
do its thing.
While that's cooking, Miss Caitlin here needs to make a roux. Now, Handi-Capable kitchen folks are bougie, okay?
Yeah, we're bougie.
Hell yeah.
They don't use the condensed soup cans, okay? You could also substitute a roux for condensed mushroom soup or chicken soup, which makes it a lot quicker and easier. But when you are real chefs like Caitlin and Hunter, you're gonna make a French roux, okay? So, you've got it on medium heat.
Are we going for a blonde or a chocolate?
We're going for a blonde, very white.
Ooh. Now,
Very, very creamy, thick, white roux.
there's a fine line with a roux between getting it tasting like you need and then
Right.
just tasting like you took a handful of flour and
And threw it
in.
in, right, yeah, seasoning a roux is extremely important. So what you're gonna do is 2 tablespoons of butter,
Is it a 2?
just 2 tablespoons. So this is kind of confusing sometimes. A whole stick of butter is a half a cup, or what, is it 8 tablespoons? So you just need 2 of those. Move these out of the way for now.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it. Yep. Perfect, and just dump that butter right into that pan. All right, and then you're gonna take 2 tablespoons of flour.
Don't you wait till the butter melts?
Yes, you can kind of melt that down,
Okay.
and then you'll put the flour in, and basically you're making a very thick, I'm sure there's a cooking term for it.
Yeah, I can't think of the name of it.
Yeah, but the flour and butter is just gonna make a really thick consistency.
Emulsified sauce.
Yeah, right,
Or
right.
something like that.
Yeah, and then we will slowly add milk to that, whisk it, and it will thicken up from that flour that was added in the beginning. Okay.
I love all of his Handi-Capables, but that whisk is just, for some reason,
I'm telling you what, my mom for Christmas bought me the Pampered Chef gravy whisk. It might be called something different, but it is a flat whisk that just goes right on the bottom of the pan. It is the best thing. Okay, go ahead and get that 2 tablespoons of flour added. And then once you do this, we're gonna stir for about 2 minutes. I have always been told if you can make a good roux or a good gravy, you are a chef. If you don't know how to make sausage and gravy for mashed potatoes, you know, that's something, if you can master that, you can do about anything.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Okay, so really mix that in, Caitlin, get that all mixed together, get it in that butter. And if you want to lift up the pan to the camera and show them what this does, it just makes a really thick consistency. So how about I add slowly, and then you keep whisking away.
Okay.
Your arm might fall off.
Whiskey
Sorry,
business.
you'll live tomorrow.
2 cups of milk.
Alright, keep whisking.
Zoom bar tomorrow morning.
Oh yeah, you might be sore from whisking this roux. Yep, keep whisking away. I'm just gonna keep adding.
Whisk it, baby.
See, if you had that flat whisk, it would just go in that bottom of that pan and really keep it a real consistent whisk. These big whisks are kind of hard.
You'll have to look into that.
Oh, it's amazing. Honestly, I don't sell Pampered Chef, so this is nothing, I'm not making any money on this, but Pampered Chef is really good.
Yeah, we have a lot of.
Cost effective.
How much is it, do you think?
That whisk may be $30 or so, so it's gonna be definitely more than you'd buy it at, you know, a store.
And like Pampered Chef is the only place you can find it?
I am sure Amazon has everything too.
Well,
But,
I
Pampered
was
Chef,
thinking, you know, like locally, like at the Walmart or.
right, and it'd be, I mean, if you're going through one of the aisles, you're cleaning, you're picking up, you're doing some work, maybe take a gander down the utensil aisle.
What's
and see
it
if you
look
find
like?
it. It's like this, but it's just flat. So it's almost like a flat, just like that, but kind of pushed together. I can send you a picture of mine.
Yeah.
I also have a tiny whisk too.
You know, I wonder, we need something a little tinier.
That's what I should have brought my tiny whisk. Because that could have worked.
Do you mind, Caitlin, if I come in here for a second?
Yeah.
Almost needs. See that, where you kind of really breaking that up? Just be careful, you don't want to splash it out, it's very hot. Try that smaller one. And just do really quick movements. We need that flour to really start breaking up. This is going to be a very important part of this chicken divan though, because it is the sauce that's going to make the casserole. We need this to be thick and delicious. All right, now, Hunter, do you hear your broccoli back here? Look at the steam coming out.
Yeah.
That is completely normal. And it just sealed off. Did you see that? That little, they call that button something. But it just popped up.
The blow up valve?
Yeah, the steam stopped coming out. And
I smell it too, so.
about this time is when the pot would start cooking.
Okay.
It's gonna beep though and tell us
When
when it's done. My gut feeling says we probably want to go ahead and shut it off now and let this pressure out just so that we don't overcook that broccoli.
Right.
Let's give it another like 10-15 seconds, and if it doesn't do it, we'll do it ourselves.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll whisk it like you own it, Caitlin.
Yeah.
I'm
If you need a break,
sorry.
just let us know.
I'll go work out later too today.
Okay, there it goes. So all pressure cookers just go on to a keep warm setting. So what we do is we cancel this into manually, there's a manual release or a natural release. When you read recipes, there's both. A natural release is where we would just leave the pot alone until that button dropped itself.
Yeah.
A manual release is this, and it scares people. And actually a safe bet would probably be to grab something like this, and we will release the pressure. That is completely normal.
Yeah.
That is all that pressure coming out of that pot.
I might need a break.
Okay.
So it's done already?
So, the broccoli is done. So what we will do when that pressure all comes out, the pressure valve drops, we will be able to open that lid, and then we will need to get some kind of something on your hands to protect from the heat and get that pot out of that pressure cooker. So Caitlin, do you have, actually, we could probably just go ahead and put the broccoli right in that casserole pan. Did it say to spray our pan?
I don't know.
I don't think it's really gonna matter too much. What does it say? Yeah, I don't think it did. So let's just go ahead and save this some dishes. Put that broccoli right into that casserole pan, and then we'll probably, depending on how moist it is, go ahead and dab it with some paper towels to really dry it up as much as possible. Let's see, do we have some kind of spaghetti kind of spoon? What is this thing?
Oh, that's for,
an egg separator?
yeah, or you, like, you sift it.
Oh, okay, okay.
Um,
You know what we could do here?
Powdered sugar.
Got it. We could just do this. How dark that broccoli is. It's not mushy. It's still, you know, al dente, I guess you would say.
I didn't.
Yeah, and we could pour cold water on this and blanch it so it stopped cooking, but then we're just gonna add extra water to it that might bring down the casserole. So we'll just put that in there. And Caitlin's doing a great job over here. It's boiling. Let's see, it's getting thicker. So we can go ahead and add that chicken to that. You know what? Let's let that cool off some more.
Yeah.
How about we chop up our potatoes?
Okay.
Because we need to start pressure cooking those too. A little bit. Yep, we'll get stir that up. And this is stirred.
Want me to turn back to you or? Okay.
All right, so Caitlin here is finishing up our roux. She has seasoned it with salt and pepper to taste, and she's added some mozzarella cheese. So I'm gonna just lift this up while you're stirring. She is stirring up a very thick roux. Go ahead, stir that, show them how delicious that looks. I mean, cheese,
so
milk,
pretty.
flour, butter, I mean, you can't beat it.
No.
All right, so keep stirring that and get that real stirred together. And we need to get these potatoes
Yes.
sliced up so that,
I'm going.
no, you're fine, you're fine. So we can get those cooking.
Where's another cutting board?
Yep. A little bigger than that, Brad.
Bigger.
Just go to mush, yep. Pressure cooker with potatoes. I'll go to, oh yeah, wow. I like this cabinet. Wow, this, and it'll be ready to layer in our casserole. All right, Brad, you want me to? Nice. Yeah, that's perfect. Great.
There we go.
Okay, so we've chopped up our potatoes. Brad's knife, Caitlin's knife, a couple of us cooked. We're gonna cover these potatoes fully with water. So we'll just do this at the sink. Covering, don't need to add anything to this, just water, potatoes, big chunks. And we will put down in this pressure cooker here. This is Caitlin's pressure cooker. I'm not too familiar with it, but they all seem to be about the same.
It's the same. It's
Yeah.
the same thing.
So basically-
What you have.
The steam thing up here is to seal position. We're gonna power on. We're gonna pressure cook, pressure on high. We are going to do the time for 10 minutes and we are going to start that bad boy. So this here will pressurize, okay? Once it's done pressuring, it'll actually cook for 10 minutes. So basically it's boiling inside that water for 10 minutes and then we'll release that steam.
Okay.
So, and you can see here, this is a really nice kitchen appliance made by Ninja. It actually has the air fryer lid on top of it, but you can see that it looks like pressure and not the heat from the lid.
I have plus I have a noodle maker too.
Oh wow, very cool. Okay, so now all we need to do is layer that casserole. So we'll bring over the broccoli in pan. Now we just need to take this chicken and put in there and mix that up.
Wow.
Chicken.
Here's this.
This is rotisserie chicken meat.
Brad, how was the broccoli? Al dente?
Is it?
For not having no seasoning at all, that is
Good.
really good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, and how long
anytime-
did that take?
Gosh, we were not even done with the roux, so maybe 8 minutes.
Now, if you wouldn't want to do the roux, you could then just use creamy chicken, cream mushroom, and then still add the cheese, right?
Correct.
I like that. I like this because,
Yeah. Okay, does it
I'm-
look good mixed together?
you know, now that I'm on my own now,
Broccoli on.
Hey, it's not cooking with Courtney unless there's a mess in the kitchen.
yep.
There, I'll put broccoli on you.
All right, so now we're gonna take this and we're gonna take this, seasoning's always good. So maybe take some salt and pepper and put over top of that. And then we will spread the roux on top of there.
Get some salt babe action.
Yeah, put some salt and pepper on there. I trust the chef Hunter can figure that out.
Have you all seen the stuff that it's salt and pepper together?
No,
It's called
that's
pepper.
awesome. I wanted to see where the extra cheese was supposed to be put in here. Yep. You want to get that out of the pan? Get a really thick sauce here.
It kind of like looks like when you make
Bless you.
like cacio e pepe with like the cheese and the pasta water. It kind of
Oh,
looks like
yeah.
that sauce. I do want to try with you guys. Miss Laura Vitale, Laura in the Kitchen, she made when she came out with this. They're these Italian summer sliders, and
Oh, let's not put that in there. We burn a little bit of the roux, that's all right.
Hey, now it's not gonna, that flavor's not gonna transfer over, you think?
All right.
You don't think it will?
No, we won't put that burnt piece in there.
Whoa.
All right, so then this is very thick. Guys, I will be totally honest with you. I always use the condensed soup because
yeah,
it's so much quicker.
Yeah.
But I mean, this has to be delicious. We just want to make sure that we get enough of it covered across this casserole so that it is covered. When we start baking this, it will melt down all around and through the chicken and broccoli. Let's just do the sprinkle.
sprinkly sprinkle.
Yeah, and sprinkle a generous amount over that entire thing.
I'm cooking it all the way.
Great. Okay, then we're gonna melt.
See, it smells like ramen.
Does it? We're going to
It
melt
smells like a beef ramen noodle
2
packet.
tablespoons of butter. Do you have a little bowl that you can melt this?
Yeah.
We put up extra crackers in there because you can't go wrong with Ritz crackers.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, go ahead and put some more of that on there.
Oh, okay.
Really get that in there. Let's just melt that whole thing. Okay.
There's no paper
It's not
on here.
healing.
Melted.
Oh, well.
And looks like our
Makes your hand tired.
crackers.
I wanna get us a set of the measuring cups that, it's a thing
There you
that,
go.
They're awesome.
that you, it's almost like a plunger type that you pull out to whatever you need. And then, once you got the amount in there, then you just push the bottom of the cup
Oh,
and it gets it all out.
nice.
How about this?
That's for potatoes.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit of garlic in the potatoes. Okay, now you can spread that around.
Okay.
Okay, and there's our Ritz crackers that'll go on the top for a little bit of a good crunch.
Oh, I'm excited.
Y'all, speaking of the chili cook-off, I know these guys know, but I don't think you know, Courtney. My mom passed away Easter Sunday.
I heard, I am so
So,
sorry about that.
this year, if the guys wouldn't mind, since Mom was with us last year,
Yeah,
I want to dedicate this year's chili cook-off to Mom.
I love it. I think that's a great idea.
Amen, brother. Let's do it.
Yep.
It is back on.
All right, guys, and our pressure cooker timer has ended, so our potatoes should be cooked. Fingers crossed. Should be cooked. So, Caitlin, do you want to come over and we're going to just turn the power completely off. Okay, and we need to open that seal position. So whatever you do, just do not put your hand or arm on top of that where the steam's going to come out. So this button right here just needs to flip over. Yeah, yep, that's yeah. Move your hand. Yep, there we go. All right, now that steam is coming out. That is a good sign. Once all that steam comes out, we will drain the potatoes, put it back in the pan, and we will mix the potatoes right up in the same pot they cooked in.
I think the casserole turned.
Oh, nice. Good time. Open it. All right, and I hope to goodness that those potatoes are cooked. So what we're gonna do is drain them. This pot is very hot. So I'll do this and then I'll let you guys mix them up.
Okay.
I think you might put in our family.
Now you can also put chicken divan over rice.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was gonna ask that.
Rice, cauliflower rice, if you want something a little healthier. Okay. Now, I'm gonna put this pot, just in case, we don't wanna hurt this thing, right on top of there. All right, your mixer is plugged in. Let's do a 1/4 cup of milk. Just don't touch that pot. Yeah. We'll get, we'll do a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder and pepper. We'll put in that stick of butter.
Yeah, well, unfortunately,
Okay.
my monetary status.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you know what a 1/2 cup or 1/2 teaspoon is. And then we will put this entire bit of sour cream in there.
Because, I mean, I just, I don't know,
What?
When do you guys usually use mixers?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you use a stand mixer or a hand mixer?
We do both.
Both.
But
I like my I also have a KitchenAid at home, but they are so darn heavy.
They are. Really
I do store mine away in a bottom cabinet, so I only pick it out when I'm like making cookies or like baking something. Otherwise, I usually use my hand mixer. All right, and then Hunter, why don't you go ahead and fire up that mixer?
Okay.
And it should.
We have a hand.
Oh, the masher, nice. Yeah, those are good too.
Wait,
Should just go, yeah.
just push up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Always keep the ingredients out just in case. We might need a little bit more milk.
Smells
Look
amazing.
at that.
Oh, I haven't had homemade mashed potatoes in a long time.
But look how easy they are.
It is really easy.
So get out your pressure cooker. Put on your cutting glove. What's it called?
Yeah, cut one.
Cut glove. Dice those bad boys up. Remember, don't dice the potatoes too small or they'll just turn to mush.
Right.
Alright, how's it looking in there?
Good. I think
You want to show the camera? Let's show the camera what those, look at those mashed potatoes, guys. Yum. Let's see, we got a little bit more mix in there. We have this nice, look at those Ritz crackers, really crisp up, browned. So what you'll do is just you'll put a scoop of mashed potatoes on the plate, a scoop of the chicken divan right on top of those mashed potatoes.
Okay.
Okay? Do we have the serving spoon?
Yeah, over there. Hey.
Let's do a slotted spoon. And let's do for the mashed potatoes, let's do this spoon. So do we have some plates?
So, wait, can I turn it off now?
That's up to you guys. I don't know what you want to show
Yeah.
a serving here?
Yeah, we'll do a certain
Okay.
show serving.
Those homemade mashed potatoes, there is no reason to ever do instant mashed potatoes. Ever.
Especially if you have an Instapot.
Especially if you have an Instapot. And then we'll just scoop this out. Should be a nice little chicken, broccoli, cheesy goodness right over top those mashed potatoes. All right. Hey, stringy cheese is always a good thing. So, there he goes.
Why, there's the final product, y'all. Thank you, Courtney, for joining us
Yes.
today. It was a
Thank
lot
you.
of fun.
Thank you for having me.
You actually have a really good video persona voice, actually.
Thank you. Thank you. I've been practicing for almost 35 years now.
So, yeah,
Maybe I went into the wrong career.
yeah, you could have done radio or.
All right, well, thank you for having me, guys. And Caitlin, why don't we serve this to Brad? I think he's
Okay.
getting a little hangry over there.
Yeah.
And we'll see you all next week.